Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother here coming at you to explain and help you make sense of the prophecies that are being fulfilled right in front of you, in front of our eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the truth? Can you handle the truth? I'm here to offer you not my opinion, not my concept of life, not a spiritual counseling. I'm here to give it to you straight from the hip. Okay? And be prepared for your mind to be blown. What I talk about here, what I push on my platform is just reality and truth. Okay? Somebody asked me to do a video on Miley. I'm not gonna do a video just on General Miley, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna help you connect the dots. See, when you distract yourself in things, you don't get the full story. You gotta go deep into the rabbit hole. You gotta make, and then see the reality for what it is. You don't form opinion based upon what you hear, on what you hear on the Mockingbird news media. Okay, so the General Miley situation was predictable, so easy. So we're gonna talk about that a little later on, okay? But let me read to you what I got here, and then we talk about it, and then we're gonna read some verses from the Bible. Because like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a religious channel. You know my take on religion for what it is. Religion for what it is. Okay? If you are familiar with my video, you know that religion is the most effective trick that has been played on the human consciousness. And that's why so many people are prisoners of it. And they go on suffering throughout their lives. In fact, humanity has suffered throughout this existence here. Okay? So, let us begin. The spirit controlling humanity from the spiritual realm, ever since we disobeyed our Creator, have turned humanity unto itself. We have gone against our very essence in nature, and the very meaning of life itself has been lost. Hence, the excuse for all of, the reason for all of the sufferings and death of all humanity. In fact, humanity has the ability of committing suicide upon this earth with the nuclear bombs, atomic and hydrogen bombs. And leaders have managed to convince humanity, okay? But yet, leaders have managed to convince humanity to forget about this horrible reality and follow them as they treat them with the very medical shortcomings that they themselves have created. Remember how governments govern their respective society. Problem, reaction, solution. And here's what they say. They mock humanity. We do our acceptable human satanic sacrifice rituals in front of your ignorant and silly faces. And you will do them for us. And you will do them through the following practices: abortion, homosexuality, drug use, which we have uh, validated. Okay, we have made them legal. The legal use of drugs. Heck, they might as well do it because that's what they've been given to humanity, to pharmakia. Remember the word pharmakia, which came from the Greek word pharmakia, which means sorcery. Okay. Number 4, sexual perversions like pedophilia, where you got grown-ass man having sexual relationship with little girls. In fact, this has been done through a human history. It's nothing new under the sun, ladies and gentlemen. Another way they control humanity is they come up with fancy words of destruction to go along with their agenda. Like, are you ready for some of them? Climate change, deep state, racism, white supremacy, white rage. Oh, the pandemic, the jabs, the jabbed and the unjabbed people. And they create divisions amongst the masses. See, because they live of people, of creating divisions, and people have fallen for them. Now you understand why the left-right paradigm, they created that? To keep the masses divided. You got the patriots on one side, the right, and then you got the left. But yet they're all the same. Okay? Whether you want to accept it or not. Now, let's talk a little bit about, just for a minute, the mandates. For business of a company, 100 employees or more, is being carried out to completely destroy the U.S. economy by design. First, it was the unemployment benefits. Nobody wanted to work because they were getting more money being at home than working. And now we got the mandates. You see, the devil never stops coming at you. The devil never stops coming. Okay? And what they're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is the 230 agenda. The 230 agenda. Build back better, they say. You hear that cry from Canada to the United States to the European nation. Build back better. But guess what? Do you know what the 3B stands for? Just like the 3 X's. Like, you see movie like Triple X. It means 666. Okay? Now let's talk about the Miley situation. Actually, let me just read you some of this. Let me keep on reading you some of this. Because they have created situations such as the Afghanistan fiasco, the border crisis, and the January 6th insurrection, which they themselves have created. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you see the big picture now? Okay? Don't you see it? It's right in front of you. We are living in the age of Aquarius. We are, because the devil knows, Satan knows his days are numbered upon this earth. And because of this, they put this senile old man in the White House. Okay? The virus in the White House. Ladies and gentlemen, the political virus in the White House is doing damage to this corporation so fast so quickly, you won't see it coming. It'll be too late for most of all of the people in the United States and the world. Okay? And it is so obvious. Donald Trump made this country what? Energy dependent, independent on itself. They didn't need no gas. Now look at the gas. Look at the inflation. Don't you see that this thing is being done, has been done by design? And hey, the senile old man, Joe Biden dementia, ladies and gentlemen, he knows it. He don't care. I mean, look at the situation that's happening in the United States. And where is he going? He's going to Delaware on vacation. You understand? So please, okay, let us get it straight. Okay? So let us hit the books, the Bible. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Chapter 14. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which this weakens the nations? See, and that's exactly what he has done. So ladies and gentlemen, please, America is done. Whether you want to live in denial, whether you want to say, no, Ruben, there's still room. No, we're gonna get, things are gonna get better. No, Donald Trump is coming back. In 2024, he's gonna run again. No, the Republicans are gonna take over the House and the Senate next year. Are you listening to what I'm saying? The problems on this earth would not be solved by human hands. This whole system has to be destroyed completely and rebuilt back again. Now the question is, are you going to be part of this coming everlasting kingdom upon this earth, or you want to attach yourself to this one? Don't you see the psychological operations going on in front of you? I told you, Taliban was created by the CIA, just like was Adolf Hitler, just like Saddam Hussein, just like Osama bin Laden. These gentlemen that I have mentioned to you, they are creation of the second beast, which is the United States of America. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to sell you anything, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to give you the truth. Are you ready for the truth? Can you handle the truth? Or will you consider me some conspiracy theorist nut job? You think I'm going to come here and be a conspiracy theorist nut job? A tinfoil hat? No, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have time for this. I'm here to tell you that it is time that you establish a strong relationship with the very spirit that you carry inside of you, your very essence. You have to come back to your essence, which is the God essence. See, we have gotten away. Okay? We think about, everything we think about is money, 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 money. Ladies and gentlemen, in fact, and the money that people are after Look what it says in the money. In God we trust. Now let me ask you this. Let us be logic for 1 second here. Which God do you think these people are referring to? Do you know that the United Nations land was given to the world leaders by the Rockefellers in New York? You know why? Because there's an agenda that's been at work for many, many years. Okay? For more than 60, 70 years. Let us wake up. And let us not smell the coffee. It's not about smelling the coffee here or drinking the coffee. It's about accepting this truth, this reality that I'm offering you here. Because as I just stated to you, the spirit, which a lot of people worldwide consider them to be extraterrestrial beings, and that they are coming to save us. Ladies and gentlemen, these demons, because that's what they are demons. They are the fallen angels. Okay? The Nephilim, which means the one that from the sky fell. Ladies and gentlemen, the devils have created the perfect weapon against humanity. If people practice abortion in the name of women's rights, what are you turning your society into? A bunch of killers, coward killers. Do you think they will develop compassion for one another? No. In fact, let us go to Matthew 24. Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Abortion is right there. And iniquity shall abound. Okay? Verse 13. God. But he or she that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Number 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, for witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Straight up and down. Now let us move to the second one. Homosexuality. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if you just came to the realization that homosexual, you cannot create a human being through homosexuality. Homosexuality is an insult to human existence itself, because no two men can procreate life. Neither can two lesbians create life. They have to go to sperm bank, get somebody pregnant, adopt. That's the only way. And then, but when it comes to lesbians, they can go to a sperm bank, get pregnant or something, and then they can have a baby. Okay? So you see how humanity is turning against itself? Humanity is the worst enemy against, what did I say? Listen, Let me read it to you again. Humanity has the ability of committing suicide upon this earth through hydrogen bomb, atomic bomb, nuclear bombs. And yet leaders have managed to psychologically convince humanity to forget about this horrible reality and follow them because they love them. Please do this for us. Please follow our instructions. Okay? As they go along treating the very medical conditions, medical shortcomings that they themselves have created. Now let us go to drug use. What a joke. What a joke. Drug use. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say it to you again real slow so that you can understand. I used to traffic drugs when I was in New York. I used to be a drug dealer when I was in New York. Okay? Many years ago. So listen to me. So when it comes to drug use, I know a thing or two about that. Hallelujah. You understand? So I know a thing or two about that. I can tell you who in your community brings in the drugs. And not just in the different cities like Chicago, Baltimore, Miami, California, New York, Detroit, St. Louis, Louisiana, New Orleans, definitely Las Vegas, the Sin City. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not who you think is bringing the drugs in there. That's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's another game all in itself. The U.S. government, the CIA, moves drugs like crazy. They bring it to Latin America as well. That's how they keep those people down, who, by the way, are the descendants of Jacob. Just like the Native Americans that were here and that we killed and completely destroyed. Okay? Now that we have managed to get people hooked on drugs, look at the next step. This is the icing on the cake. This is the icing on the cake, ladies and gentlemen. It never stops. What did I say? The devil always wins. He never stops coming. What was the next step? To legalize drugs. And of course, they legalize drugs. And they start by what? Legalizing marijuana. Most people that actually get hooked on drugs and moved on to other drugs start using marijuana. Then they move on to cocaine. They move to heroin. I know, I used to sell them all. I never sold marijuana. I sold cocaine, the fish cake kind. I'm talking about many, many years ago. More than 40 years ago in New York, ladies and gentlemen. So now they have legalized the drugs. You understand? And people are like, yeah, thank you, government leaders, you love us. See? What did I say? You will do them. You will do this thing for them, and you will do them, and you will love it. Now let us move to number 4. Sexual perversions like pedophilia has always been in practice. Kids have been sacrificed to the devil, to their demons. Now, there's so many more that I could have put here, but I just, those three, right? Those four right there. Then by you doing those four, now the devils have an excuse to destroy you. You understand the demons' psychological trick? Okay? Now you understand it? They completely destroy morals. There's no more morals in humankind upon this earth. And now they have an excuse to destroy you because you disrespect life through abortion, through homosexuality and lesbians, drug use, sexual perversions, and pedophilia. You understand how how the spiritual game work? Now they have an excuse. They feel they have a reason to kill. Now you see why there's so many deaths all over the planet right now? And I'm not talking about this, what you know what's going on this earth. Okay? I'm not talking about this experiment being played upon the human race right now. No. It goes much, much further than that. So they come up with words like climate change, which is a lie. Deep state doesn't exist, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? This deep state does not exist. Just like climate change is a lie, racism is a lie, white supremacy is a lie, pandemic, they have existed through our history, but have been used to what? To control humanity. You got the jabs, and you got the jab and the unjab. You got white rage. So racism and white supremacy does not exist. If that were the case, then why don't we go to the root of the problem and understand? Why don't Black Lives Matter organization or Antifa, why don't they go to Chicago? I dare them to go to Chicago and see what's going to happen to them. No, it's only when a police officer or a white police officer kills another black young man. Our youth is out of control because they don't have the spiritual guidance. So this young man, I have the spirit, the I don't care attitude. And thanks to Hollywood and to the entertainment industry, most young people out there are becoming feminine. There are no real men nowadays. They are becoming effeminate. Because the human creation, the demons wants to turn the human creation into an unrecognizable creation in front of God. In front of God, the great, whose real name is I am that I am. In front of the I am. You understand? Humanity is completely lost on everything. That's why humanity has always been at war with itself. And you always kill your own. Black on black crime has always, that's the only statistic that has always has kept going up. Mao killed 70 million of his own people. Idi Amin killed almost 1.5 million of his own people in Uganda. You understand? And yet you believe that world leaders care about you? No, they want to control you. See, because by controlling you, look what's happening in Australia. Have you listened to the news from the land down under? It is really going down under. Okay? Remember, I'm going to send you a link. Australia was a prison. Once a prison, always a prison. You got to understand the history behind of what is happening. In fact, they're not even hiding it now. They're talking about a new world order. How can an order be new when it is being run by the same human beings, even worse human beings, that have actually created the old order? So it don't make no sense. And then, in fact, and this is why I recommend the book of Enoch. The demons themselves asked Enoch to ask God to forgive them, because they know they have done wrong, but it's too late. No, it is too late. They cannot be forgiven. See, when you have everything, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, listen to me. When you have everything and you want more, you are just ridiculous. So the devil had everything, and so did the angels that follow him, the fallen angels, the sons of God. They have always conspired against humanity. Okay? That's a fact, Jack. They have always conspired against humanity. Let us go to Genesis 6. Genesis chapter 6, verse 1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. 2. That the sons of God, that is the fallen angels, demons, the sons of God saw that the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. Number 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. 5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thought of his heart was only evil continually. 6. And he repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. 7. And the Lord said, I will destroy men whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. So, ladies and gentlemen, do not get it twisted. This is not a religious platform. This is only to wake you up to the reality as to what is happening in front of you. For instance, the General Miley situation, ladies and gentlemen. Does that surprise you? This is a man that, instead of concentrating on defending the United States of America, he's talking about, I want to understand white rage. Because you see, this is part of the agenda. Because he's part of the agenda to destroy America. Okay? Let us read our last Bible verse before I closed out. Let us go to Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Hallelujah. You understand what is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that this thing called a cell phone, the government can listen to your conversations. They can track you down wherever you are at. Okay? This is, if not, ask Google. Okay? The NSA listen to your phone calls. See, I don't care about that. Because my kingdom is not of this world. I just live in this world. And my goal right now is to make you understand, because this gospel shall be preached unto all the world before the end comes. I'm sorry, it's my call. I cannot help it. I walked in the footsteps of evil, and I was saved out of it. So how I don't have anything to pay my Creator, my Father that's in heaven. How am I gonna pay him this? Not to mention the fact that he gave me life. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my message to you. Please listen. Take a look at the links that I will send you. One of them is gonna hopefully blow your mind as to the purpose of what you are seeing right now on this planet. What the Rockefellers are telling you, it is an old video, so bear with it, where he clearly tells you, just like Bill Gates said it, they want to depopulate the earth. Okay? So may God bless you. And remember, there's more that meets the eye and what you see and what you're seeing in front of your eyes. Okay? So just remember these two things. Religion have been a psychological game playing on you to make sure that you don't listen to what I'm telling you now. It's one. And to make sure that a lot of people become atheists. That's accomplished, mission accomplished. The atheist movement is growing in leaps and bounds, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? The belief in evolution, that we became from an explosion from, that we are the byproduct of a soup, of a cosmic explosion soup that happened. And here we are. We're still humans. Monkeys are still monkeys. Dogs are still dogs. And by the way, evolution must hate humanity, because just look at what we have become. You understand? So you want to keep on believing in this? You can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. Because our very existence is based upon our decision. Okay? Remember, life is composed of 10%. Life is 10% of what happened to us. 90% is how we react to it. May God bless you. And may you have a nice Sabbath day tomorrow. for those that celebrate Sabbath day, the day of rest, when the Creator finished creating all of His creation on the seventh day. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. Amen.